Good evening, Bloomington families. We are coming to you live tonight from the Somerset Ice Arena for, at least in my experience, our first ever game across the border in Cheesehead Land, Wisconsin, where we're bringing you tonight's JV game. And John, it appears that we're gonna, normally we talk a lot about being undermanned in terms of bench depth, but tonight we have the rare 9v9 skaters, both teams a little short-handed to start tonight's festivities.
You know, this time of year we hear a lot about nine-man football as
Yes.
the prep bowl happens, and you know, this is nine-skater hockey. And when we came in, Kurt Krenz and I, and of course we're joined by Kurt as well as Jason Knutson on camera tonight, the coach of the Western Wisconsin Stars came up and talked to Coach Aaron Schramm, who of course is the head coach for the JV team, and they were comparing notes and numbers, and indeed they both confirmed that they have 9 players here. So, you know, it'll be even from that perspective, and so both teams, I'm sure, you know, naturally will get a little bit tired during the game, but it'll be pretty even. Last game, if you remember, we played, the rivals had 16 players versus our 10, so that makes a big difference.
And we are underway. The Western Wisconsin Stars, tonight's opponent, they control the original face-off, but turn it over in the defensive end. Bloomington gets a soft shot on net, saved by a goalie. And John, you know the goalie for the opposing team.
Indeed, as anyone who follows hockey, they often look at rinks and see the goalie parents, you know, at the end of the rink watching their daughters, and you get to know the other goalie parents. We've gotten to know this goalie, Sierra Andert is her name. We've gotten to know her parents, very nice family, and she played a fair amount in Minnesota for Gentry Academy and then for Hill Murray, but they live here in Somerset, so they, for her junior and senior year, they've decided to come back here and play at home, so to speak. Now, there's a good chance she'll see a lot of varsity time eventually, but because she's transferred at least this first game, she's playing JV, so she's quite a good goalie. So Jaguars certainly are going to have to work hard to score, but they certainly have had it down in their end so far this game.
Pass goes back to the point. That's a shot from Lindman, just deflected wide. Goes into the corner. Hoff back there. She tries to get it back to the point, but it's intercepted by Wisconsin. They go off the board, hit the ref. Comes right back to the Wisconsin player. They come across the blue line with numbers here, but good back check there by Herman. Now she's going to bring it up the near side wall. Tries to get around the defense, but turns it over. Wisconsin comes the other way. Lindman back. That shot goes off the side of the net. And Lindman's going to bring it up the center of the ice there. Tries to pass it to Thornburg, it appears. Yep, Thornburg. Looking for the number. She goes cross-iced. Herman just clears it up the far side boards. Wisconsin back to neutral ice. Centering pass, misses there. Tyus is going to bring it in. She's forced to the corner, takes it behind the net, still battling for it. Sandeman there helping out. It comes back to the point. Held in. Tyus steals that puck. Centering pass goes all the way through. Finds Lindman at the blue line, but clears the zone. Lindman gets it over to Keith. Turnover. Here comes Wisconsin. 2-on-1 opportunity. They come to the high slot. Initial shot saved.
First shot on goal for Western Wisconsin Stars, handled well by Ada Bird. One shot on goal, and was able to clear it effectively, but the Jaguars trying to get out of their zone here.
Jags going to play this first period with 3 defensemen, so they're probably going to have to be a little economical. But here's Keith, who's starting on the blue line, going coast to coast. Gets a good shot, but an excellent save there. Trying to go far post, but a quick glove by the Wisconsin goaltender.
Nice save by Andrew, the Wisconsin goaltender, but a really nice breakout and a nice sharp shot by Taylor Keith there. That's 2 shots so far for the Jags and 2 shots so far for the Stars. 12:04 remaining here in the first period.
Wisconsin comes away from that defensive zone draw with the puck. They carry it into the offensive zone. Dump it behind the net, give chase. Centering pass hits traffic. There's Thornburg, who's helping out behind the net, but she loses it. Wisconsin throws it in front. Shot hits traffic. Good hands there. Puck comes out and clears the zone. Wisconsin's going to have to touch up. First gives pressure. Wisconsin dumps it in. Keith goes D to D. She's got Herman. Herman now is going to carry it up. Makes a move at the blue line. Gets through, but it's tapped away. Goes back to the Wisconsin defender. She tries to clear it out. Held in by Thornburg. Centering pass for Sam Nevent misses. Here comes Wisconsin the other way. They try to dump it in. It's held up the blue line, and Wisconsin's offsides. 11 minutes left in the first here. John, what do you see so far?
You mentioned the good hands there, and that was by Megan Hoffbeck, who playing forward but had dropped back and got right in front of the net without screening Ada Bird and was able to have a really nice clear there. So good defensive play by a forward player, and reflective of how all these Jaguar JV players play multiple positions and are ready to drop back when necessary.
Here comes Woodford breaking out of the zone with some speed. She's got Tyus with her and Sam Nevent on the far side. Drop pass for Tyus. She gets a shot. That just goes wide. Herman's going to keep it in. Dumps it into the corner. Tyus behind the net. She's tied up. Woodford gets it. She loses the puck to two Wisconsin defenders. Lindman trying to hold it in. She succeeds. Battling forward on the near side wall. Woodford covering at the point. Throws a shot on net. That, I think, went through some traffic. Not sure the goalie saw it till late, but it missed a little wide of the net. Comes back to Herman. She attempts to dump it in, but a little too soft. Wisconsin throws it the other way, but we got an icing call. First of the game.
First icing call of the game and first whistle of the game so far here. 10:15 remaining, so about a third of the way through the first period. And Brian, the first minute, it was all in the Stars' end, and the Jaguars looked dominant, but it's been more even since then, again reflected in the shots, which stay at 2-2.
On the defensive zone draw, Wisconsin manages to clear the zone. It comes back to Lindman, who makes a good move. I'm sorry, that's First. First passes it in the zone up to Hoffbeck. Hoffbeck fighting for it in the corner. She's going to get some help. Goes back to Keith on the blue line. That's Thornburg fighting for it. Keith manages to throw it behind the net. First is going to give chase. She's fighting there. Goes behind the net again. Thornburg fighting for it. So Bloomington doing a good job holding the zone, but not really able to get the puck free off the boards. There's the centering pass. Thornburg in front, then First. Good save. It's under the goalie. Finally a whistle. Good scoring opportunity there. First by Thornburg, and then First off the rebound.
Indeed, some terrific pressure there, reflective again of the first minute of the game. Jaguars trying to reseize the initiative here, getting a little bit of a line change, trying to keep those legs fresh with the dearth of players that they have. Again, just 9 skaters tonight. We'll have Etta Woodford taking and winning the faceoff as she did so many times last Saturday.
Woodford won that draw, then she tries to get a shot on, but that hits traffic. Puck goes behind the net. Tyus centering pass finds Woodford on the far post, but goalie quick to come across. So I'm sensing, John, we might this might be one of those games where we get a high number of shots but struggle to break through.
Well, with the quality of goaltending, that clearly could be the case, but you keep doing that, and hopefully one of them is going to catch the goalie a little bit out of position, or just happen so fast she won't be able to stop it there. So shots now suddenly 5-2 in favor of the Jags in this scoreless game.
Wisconsin comes through neutral center ice here, but loses the puck before they enter the zone. Keith's got it. Quick D to D. Dangerous pass there. Sam Nevent back to help disrupt the shot. Herman's got it behind the net. Pokes it ahead to Keith. Keith's got Tyus up the sidewall here. She's going to dump it ahead. Woodford's going to try to get to that puck first. But Wisconsin retreats. They recover. Make a move in the corner. But their clearing attempt whiffs on the pass. Comes back to Keith. She's got some time. Throws it through the crease, but wide of the net. Sam Nevent on the sidewall. Dumps it back to Herman. Herman makes a move. Gets a good shot. Had Hoffbeck on the far post for the rebound, but the rebound was over his stick. Hoffbeck now circling. She goes into the corner. She's going to go behind the net. Loses it there, though. Regains it. Trying to get it in front. Goalie sticks it to the back. Again behind the net. Hoffbeck again there. She tried to get it back to Lindman on the blue line, but couldn't get it that far. Players fighting for it in the corner. Thornburg now gets it back to Lindman. Lindman throws it in front, but that hits a defender's shin guard. Comes back to Lindman, who's happy to just poke it into the corner. Centering pass broken up. Clearing attempt unsuccessful. Lindman now passes it back to Thornburg, who holds the zone. Tries to just skate it in, and Wisconsin content to just dump it, clear the zone, and get a fresh set of skaters out. No icing. Bloomington loses an edge there. Herman comes back to retrieve. She's going to try to skate it out. Makes a move. Tyus now at center ice with Thornburg. Thornburg tries to intercept that pass, but it gets through. Wisconsin into the neutral zone. Lindman now. She circles. She's looking for a pass. Finds Keith. Good pass D to D there. Comes up the sidewall. Thornburg trying to get it to first. First dumps it behind the net. Tyus gives chase. We got 7 minutes left in the first period here. Puck goes back to Keith. Keith taking her time. She's going to skate it in. Looking to center it. Finds on the far side Woodford. Woodford had to catch that hard pass from Keith, though, before she get a shot off, and the goalie comes across to make another save.
Nice save by Sierra Ender, the goalie there. But the story of the game seems to be so far, Ryan, sustained offensive pressure by the Jaguar JV team with some really good opportunities. The two shots that the Stars have from Western Wisconsin were just a short flurry, consecutive shots. But beyond that, they haven't really been able to sustain anything in the Jaguar end. So this bodes well for the game.
And right off that first offensive zone draw, first with a one-timer saved, Jefferson wins the draw again, gets it back to the point. That shot deflected wide of the net. Now Tyus fights for it in the corner. She's got Woodford helping her out. They try to get it in front, but it's cleared to the sidewall. Keith's going to try to pinch and hold the zone, but Wisconsin clears it. Lindman's going to retreat, get that puck. She's got First on the sidewall. First trying to get it out. It's tied up. Lindman gets it out to center ice. Wisconsin loses the puck momentarily. Now they reverse it, coming back the other way. Woodford fighting for it. Trying to get it through just to get it across the red line so she can dump it in, but she hits a bunch of traffic. Comes over to Herman. Herman's going to carry it up. She loses it. Keith's got it now. She goes off the sideboards to Hoffbeck. Woodford now tries to get it to Hoffbeck, but that's disrupted by Wisconsin. Bloomington's got to tag up. They do. Hoffbeck now back in the zone. She's going to forecheck. Clearing attempt, intercepted. That's Thornburg. She's looking to get it in front, but she gets the puck taken away. Keith holds the zone back to Thornburg. She's going to try it again. Loops there. Oh, short angle shot. Blocker save. Clearing attempt's going to come back to Keith. Keith looking. Dumps it behind the net. Looks like Hoffbeck there. She hits the ref, but possesses the puck. Centering pass to Thornburg. Thornburg switches spots with Hoffbeck. She goes back to Keith. Keith looking. She's going to go back down again. Bloomington content to just work it. They get it in front uncovered, but can't really get an angle on a shot. Now it's back to Herman. Herman tries going high. That puck got deflected up in the air and then poked to the corner. Bloomington doing an excellent job of just possessing the puck here. Passing it around the zone, almost like they're on a power play. And finally, Wisconsin's going to get it back to neutral ice here.
Indeed, very good sustained pressure there. Two nice interceptions on that shift. One of them by Taylor Keith, who remains on the ice as the Jaguars change the other four skaters here, get some fresh legs out there. Few whistles in this game, just saves and then one icing. So the time's going quickly, and part of it is, as mentioned, it's been difficult for Western Wisconsin to have a sustained offensive pressure. They're trying to do this right now, but Jag's looking for a clear.
Western Wisconsin now cycling in the offensive zone, trying to get a angle on a shot. They come out to the blue line, dump it back into the corner. Keith is there fighting for it. Puck almost in front, but Woodford playing center, comes back to help out. She goes up the sidewall to Tyus. Tyus has First with her, hits her on a good pass. First into the zone. Ooh, tried to go back to Tyus, but that hit Wisconsin defenders in the middle. Wisconsin now trying to break out. They managed to get it across the blue line, but their attempt to dump it in gets intercepted by Tyus. Tyus looking for a pass. Saw Woodford, but just missed on that. It comes out to neutral zone. Wisconsin goes D to D, looking for a forward. They got to be careful here. Center ice, almost intercepted by Hoffbeck, but Wisconsin finally dumps it in. Herman gives chase. She comes around the net looking for a pass. She's turned back. Now she's held up in the corner. Here she comes. She's going to skate it out. She's got Sam Nevent with her. She's got Hoffbeck coming up the middle. But that apparently was an icing.
Flipped it forward just before she hit the red line. Yeah, right. Just by a foot or two, and probably hoping she'd hit a board or slow it down a little bit. Didn't quite get there, so
not enough snow built up yet.
No, trust me, we'll get there, because of course we don't have clearing after the first period, so they'll play 2 consecutive periods with about a 3-minute break in between, and with 9 skaters a squad, they're all going to be tired here. So, but Jaguars looking for a clear here, and indeed looks like they're going to get one.
Keith comes away with it. She's going to skate it into the zone. She's got Hoffbeck in front of the net. Tries to get it through, but that hits a skate. Instead, she goes back to the point. Lindman's there. Lindman throws it in front. Oh, deflected off a defenseman's stick. Dangerous play there, but goalie again up to the task.
She indeed was, and for any goalie, that's really a challenge when it bounces like that. And so just being able to corral that is a very, very nice move by her. But shots now are 11-1, more than a 5-1 ratio in terms of Jaguars shots compared to Western Wisconsin Stars.
Another deflection on net. That one might have hit the side of the net. Lindman goes D to Keith. Keith one-times it, hits her own player, Sam Nevent, in the back of the leg. That stings. And here comes Wisconsin the other way. They get around Lindman. An opportunity here, but Keith's coming back to help out. Shot goes high over the net, trying to go off the crossbar. Now up on the sidewall, that's Thornburg and Hoffbeck. They get it to Sam Nevent. Sam Nevent out at center ice. Washington dumps it in. Keith's got it. Keith looking up the sidewall. Scott Hoffbeck tries to just tip it into the Wisconsin zone. Second attempt succeeds. She's going to go for a change. Puck comes back the other way. Icing waved off. They said Keith could have got a touch on it. She's got Lindemann with her. 4 fresh forwards out for Bloomington. Keith looking for a stretch pass. Finds Woodford in the middle. Woodford's going to have room. She's in all alone. She's got Tyus helping her out. And that shot goes wide of the net.
Nice speed by Etta Woodford, though, on that break. And corralling the puck, keeping control of it. And as you say, just missed the net there. But
tried to go glove side high and shot it a little wide of the net. Had Tyus trailing her, too, in case of rebound. Off the draw, Tyus centers it. That was first in front, couldn't quite redirect it. Now she's fighting for it in the corner. Woodford's behind the net, helping her out. Puck comes out. Washington's going to break out of the zone. They get it past Herman at center ice. Washington's going to come in all alone. Good shot, saved by Bird. A really good scoring opportunity. A hard shot, trying to go 5-hole there from Washington, but Bird smothered it in front, buried the rebound, and we'll get a defensive zone draw.
Best opportunity of this soon-to-be-over first period for the Stars of Western Wisconsin. Ada Bird, who hadn't gotten a lot of action there, looked alert and was able to make a nice save.
Puck's bouncing around in front. Bird covers that up to prevent any danger. Get another draw here with 1:04 left in the first period.
Face off to Ada Bird's left, and it'll be taken by Etta Woodford, who wins the face-off. A little bit of a scramble as Lola Herman tries to get a handle on it.
Wisconsin's got the puck behind the net, looking for a pass, trying to circle in front. They get it back to the point. That's first. Disrupted it on the sidewall, pressuring that defenseman, trying to get it across the blue line, but Wisconsin manages to hold it in. Comes all the way across the other side. Ooh, shot goes just wide in front of the net. Wisconsin dumps it into the corner. Wisconsin with some good sustained pressure here. Woodford now behind the net. She's trying to get it to Tyus. Tyus bangs it off the boards, gets it ahead to Woodford. Woodford pressuring that defenseman, trying to force a turnover. Killing some time. Bloomington's got 4 fresh skaters out. Herman looking for the stretch pass. Not there, so she's going to skate it up the sidewall instead. She's got 15 seconds left. Got to hurry to get a shot. Hits a bunch of traffic in front. Got tied up. Puck comes up the far side wall. Back to the blue line. Lindman throws it just in front. She had Herman there, but she couldn't get a stick on it. And there's the end of the first period. We're score tied 0-0. Shots 11-4 in favor of Bloomington.
A really good period for the Jefferson JV team in terms of their ability to put sustained offensive pressure on Western Wisconsin, outshoot them on a nearly 3-1 basis, but not be able to get that first goal. And we'll head into this second period here, Ryan, without a change, with skaters, no matter how well conditioned they are, probably a little tired, and having to make the long change, as they move in between. We do have one reinforcement, it appears here, taking a solo skate in their zone is Emily
it's like a figure
Spencer.
skating to Bon Jovi, right?
Exactly. So she's
it's not often you hear Bon Jovi to a figure skating routine.
She's a varsity stalwart, and but can play a period here for the JV squad, which will shore up that defensive line. And as you had mentioned, they were rolling just 3 defensemen for that first period. So this certainly will help to have 4 and be able to have a 2 pair to be able to move out there.
Now, Somerset, known for an outdoor amphitheater, if I'm not mistaken, correct, John?
They are, and of course, as many of our listeners, and a big summer hangout venue with the Apple River here.
Yes, also known for the Apple River.
No question. So probably with a thin layer of ice on it.
Rumor has it Kurt Krenz frequented the Apple River as a kid, even though he has no recollection of those trips. He has other people witnessed him being there. And Jason Knutson was there at the Apple River so often, they actually named Knutson Curve in his honor. One of the downstream bends where Jason was known to hand out frosty beverages to underage kids as they came down the home stretch.
This is just raising anticipation for the aforementioned gentleman announcing the varsity game after this, where they can recount these tales and reminisce a little bit about Apple River times here. And
I think they have a friendly wager that if Jefferson loses this game, they promise to go tubing down the Apple River tomorrow as a pre-Thanksgiving festivities, reliving the glory days of their youth.
They will be pulling for a victory, no doubt about that. So.
Smart of you and I, John, to not get sucked into those shenanigans from the varsity broadcast team.
Always play it low key.
JV tries to keep it classy. That's what it is.
Stay above the fray here. So, and the Jaguars will try and stay above the fray and stay out of the box, as they successfully did in the first period, as did the Stars. No penalties that first period. Just a few icings, no offsides, and the only other whistles, of course, were some of the stops, most of them by the Stars goalie Sierra Endert, because the shots are 11-4 Jefferson.
All right, Bloomington manages to win that second period face-off and dump it in, but we're going to have a quick icing here. We'll see if they're properly motivated by the Bon Jovi rock ballad that played between periods. See if we can get on the scoreboard here before too long. This goalie's for Western Wisconsin. We've talked a lot about her, in part because you know her and her family, but she looks tough, John.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. I feel like we're dominating offensive zone possession. We actually haven't had as many shots as we probably could have with 11 on the board, but we've had some good scoring opportunities going from one side to the other, and every time the goalie's positioned well to stop us.
Adelberg tested far less, but clearly up to the task and has looked very good on a couple of the sharp shots she has faced here. And Wisconsin looks to get one of their rare breakouts here. And Lindman trying to catch up with the goalie turning the corner, and that went through the crease there. A little bit dangerous, but Adelberg looked ready.
Wisconsin scoring opportunities, they have had a few times where they've gotten behind our D, not full-blown breakaways, and here comes Bloomington. That's Thornburg in alone. Oh, and the puck off of the goalie's face mask. We've seen that a couple times this season. Shots off of the noggin. And then the puck was down in front. Thornburg tried to get another whack at it, but the goalie reacted very well and quickly to get that cover. Good scoring chance from Bloomington there.
It shows you how many hours a lot of these goalies stay, spend in the net on both sides. He gets hit square in the face mask.
From close range,
absolutely,
too.
And her first instinct is, got to find the puck, and indeed she did.
And that's the second time we've seen first, right off of when she's been the inside forward on the offensive zone draw, and the puck comes over to her. That's the second time she's one-timed that from close range. And again, both times the goalie's made the save.
Well, they'll look for a one-time opportunity here to try and win the draw, because we have an icing call, and it's going to go to the goalie Andert's right, taken by Etta Woodford, who's been so successful with these. On the blue line, we have Emily Spencer back there, as well as Elise Tyus, looking to get a shot. And indeed, Etta does bring it straight back to Tyus.
We haven't seen Tyus at the blue line much this year, John.
No.
Her shot hits the defender's shin guard. A good shot there, but Bird's hugging the post, makes a clean save. Puck now behind the net. Woodford tries to get it braked out. She gets it across the blue line. Sam Nevent's giving chase. Forechecking hard. Wisconsin coming the other way. But Woodford breaks that up. Dumps it in. Woodford again trying to get it deep, but Wisconsin retrieves. They get it out to the neutral zone. Woodford again picks the pocket. She's going to curl through center ice. She's going 1-on-3 while Bloomington changes behind her. She gets pushed into the corner. Oh, and taken hard into the wall. No call. She pops back up, still tied up. Finally, Wisconsin possesses the puck, and they break it out to center ice. Good pass there, but Lindman does a good job playing the body, breaking it up. She's going to take that behind the net. Puck centered, but Wisconsin on the backhand floats one in softly. That kind of popped up a little bit on Bird, but she covered it up.
Shot 6 for Western Wisconsin, 12 for Jaguars. 12:37 remaining here in the second. We're going to have a face-off to Ada Bird's right.
I think Thornburg taking this draw. She wins it to Lindman. Lindman takes it behind the net. She passes to Keith. She tries to go up the sidewall to Hoffbeck. Hoffbeck bumps it out. Thornburg now. She's got 2-on-1. Had Herman with her. A good shot from Thornburg there. Puck goes into the corner. She drops it back to Lindman at the blue line. She tries to chip it in front. Bloomington can't get a shot off. It comes back again, this time to Keith. Keith's shot hits a stick. It sails a little bit, drops into the corner. Herman now playing forward in period 2. Comes back to Lindman. Lindman tries to center it. That hits traffic. But Herman picks it up. She gets to the sidewall. Finds Lindman up top. Lindman throws it in front. Hoffbeck there tried to redirect, but couldn't quite get a stick on it. Now she passes back to Lindman just out of her reach. She's going to have to chase that down. Goes all the way back behind the net. Turns it over, though. Thornburg now with it. She goes off the sidewall. Another turnover. Wisconsin. Shot on net. Rebound on. That almost snuck under Bird's pads there. Danger. 2 turnovers in the defensive zone there, John.
Indeed. Ada looked very alert there, though. Nice pad save, as you mentioned. And then another sharp shot came higher from there, but she was ready for that one as well. But
Wisconsin now up to 7 shots, closing the gap a little bit there with that flurry. Bloomington's going to have to be careful here with a hot goaltender. It's easy. These are the games, and right off the draw, they step through, get their 8th shot of the game. These are the games you can outshoot your opponent and easily lose like 2-1.
Well, if you remember, we talked about after the first period, it was a 3-1 margin, and now it's 8 shots for Wisconsin, 13 for the Jags, so a little bit of a stronger period so far for Western Wisconsin. And they don't seem to be finished yet, trying to get another shot on goal.
Well, a redirect also on net. Puck's loose in front. Good job by Tyus there, preventing a rebound from getting jammed home. And the puck again is loose in front. Finally, Woodford's going to carry it out. This line running out of gas a little bit. But Woodford manages to get it in front anyway. Tries to slide it through the 5-hole and just got redirected to the corner. I think maybe 2 here, John. You're seeing a little bit of Novus play on the blue line. Tyus, not a typical D-liner. Struggled to hold that puck there. But here she gets a good outlet pass to Sam Nevent, but Sam Nevent loses an edge. Wisconsin holds the zone again. Bloomington struggling to break out for the first half of the second period here. Turning it over in the defensive end. Another shot from the point. Ends up in front, close range. Woodford does a good job to prevent a shot. And now she's going to carry it out. Just going to try to get it deep so Bloomington can get it changed. Does that. Dumps it all the way in, and all 5 Bloomington skaters off the bench.
About 5 shots so far this period for Wisconsin, just 1 for the Jags. So the ice not quite as tilted as it was in the first period, and Wisconsin showing some life here.
Wisconsin doing a good job of spreading their skaters out, too. Like, they're really using the whole ice. And here comes Thornburg, who looks fast tonight. She's had several opportunities where she's just out racing the Wisconsin D. Got a couple of good shots in net. Keith turns that one around quickly. Hoffbeck tried to redirect, but unsuccessful. She's content to dump it behind. I'm feeling like this line's going to be the one that breaks through here, John. They're very quick.
They are.
With Hoffbeck, Thornburg, and Herman.
And you mentioned Thornburg had beat the Western Wisconsin defender, but the defender used her body without drawing a penalty and was able to prevent a sharper shot. But very nice hustle by Thornburg.
That puck's going to come back to Lindman. She's got time. She throws it in front, hits traffic. Centering pass again, hits traffic. Herman finally gets a shot on net, but Wisconsin goaltender popped that up and gloved it. Good pressure there from the Bloomington forwards.
Absolutely. We'll have and thus it forces a face-off to the left of the Western Wisconsin goaltender here. We get a line change pretty much completely for both teams. And needed as we
now we've got first in front of the net. Woodford tried to get it to her for that one-timer, but that time it was broken up. Puck comes out at the blue line. I thought Keith held the zone there, but they're going to call that offsides.
First offsides of the game, and just by about an inch there. So, but enough to whistle it, get a neutral zone draw here, taken by Etta Woodford, who's flanked by Sam Niveth as well as First.
8:41 left in the second period. Still a 0-0 scoreless tie. That puck comes back to Lindman, but she's tied up by a Wisconsin forechecker. Wisconsin comes away with it, tries to center it. First did a good job of tying up the Wisconsin on-rushing forward, but here comes Wisconsin, and they backhanded it inside the near post, and here we go, John. Now we're down 1-0. And that was on Wisconsin's 12th shot of the game. They have now tied up the shots virtually, 12-13. Bloomington's going to have to figure something out here.
And again, that's about an 8-to-1 shot ratio in this period here from where we ended up the first. Ada Bird's been playing great. That one happened to get by her, but Jaguars down 1-0 and looking for the equalizer. And we'll have a draw again taken by Etta Woodford and again flanked by First and Sam Niveth.
That puck comes to the near side wall. Wisconsin again manages to get it into the zone. They get tied up in the corner. That was Tyus dispossessing her of the puck. It comes to Sam Niveth, who gets it out across the blue line. She's got First with her on the far side. Good pass from Sam Niveth there, but caught First a little like handcuffed. Comes out to Tyus at the blue line. She lines up, whiffs on that shot. The puck was rolling on her a bit.
Stars have numbers here.
Spencer's back. She turns it the other way, and we're going to get our first penalty. My guess is that's on First, who was back checking, trying to help out with those numbers. Yep, got her for a hook.
So the Jaguars are going to go on the penalty kill here. Already we're, they are a little bit on the back foot here. So, they're going to look to try and kill off these 2 minutes, 7:47. So we're about nearly halfway through the game here. 1-0 Western Wisconsin Stars lead. Face-off, of course, will be in the Jaguars' defensive zone to Ada Bird's left.
Bloomington giving up a lot of odd man rushes this period. Draws one back to Tyus. Comes along the near side boards, gets to Herman, but held in by Wisconsin. Spencer's going to get it. She tries again to go up the side wall, but that comes right to the point. Wow, that shot hit off of a Wisconsin player's helmet, I think. Sailed high of the net. Wisconsin tries to get it back to the point. Herman's going to pressure it. Tries to get it to the blue line. Spencer now has it, and she's going to throw it all the way down.
Nice clear by Emily Spencer there and give a little bit of relief to the penalty kill unit here.
Thornburg, the designated forechecker, forces the Wisconsin defender to reverse course. Skates over to the far side wall and again disrupts the breakout. Wisconsin finally gets it out to the neutral zone, succeeds in getting it to center ice. They carry it into the zone. Centering pass disrupted by Thornburg, who throws it down on net. Goalie, though, reverses it before Bloomington can change any of their penalty kill. But we're going to have nope, they wave off the icing. So Tyus retrieves. She goes off the sidewall. Herman succeeds in getting it out, and we should get some fresh skaters now.
About halfway through the PK here, 50 seconds remaining in the penalty where the Jaguars are shorthanded, and yet they've been very successful clearing the zone so far.
Bloomington a little confused on the line change there. Had a fifth skater out for a second. Puck comes into the defensive end. Spencer's got it. She manages to pinpoint, slide that all the way down on net again. Wisconsin goalie again with an outlet pass. Comes to the Wisconsin D. Woodford forechecking now. She's out there with Hoffbeck. Keith pokes that away, takes a stick to the head.
Very nice
Woodford
play
dumps
by
it into
Taylor
the corner.
Keith, at a Woodford right there too, putting it deep because now this only keeps 5 seconds on the penalty kick.
Wisconsin or Bloomington again struggling with the line change. Herman was late coming off. Wisconsin player went down there looking for a tripping call. They didn't get it.
Even strength now, Ryan.
Bloomington throws it out to center ice. Sam DeVent fresh off the bench. Oh, but here we go. If Herman can win that puck race. Lost it by a half step. Wisconsin's going to turn it the other way. They skated in front of the net, tried to slide it in the near side post. That's how they scored their first goal, but that went behind the net. Now it's on the sidewall. They dump it down low. Wisconsin trying to work it back to the point, taking their time. They throw it in front, redirect. Rebounds loose, but cleared out by the Bloomington D. Wisconsin forced to regroup at center ice. They're going to have to tag up. Now they carry it in. Shot goes wide of the net. Sam Nevent's over there. See if she can get it out to blue line. It carries itself out. Wisconsin goes cross ice. Again, Wisconsin doing a really good job of keeping the Bloomington defense spread out. That clearing attempt did not have enough on it. Shot goes on net. And Bird smothers that one.
Very nice save by Ada Bird on a nice sharp shot, but she seemed to have eyes on it from the minute it left the stick here. Suddenly, Ryan, we have Western Wisconsin Stars leading the Jaguars in shots 14-13. If you remember at the end of the first period, it was about 12-4. So very strong period so far by the Stars.
Bloomington looks a little flat this period, John. They've lost. I thought in the first period they had more speed, more zip than the Western Wisconsin Stars, but this period it feels like they're late getting to pucks.
Try and catch up here on this shift, and first they just need to get it clear, and working hard on that as we see Thornburg down in the corner along with some of her mates trying to push it through, and indeed she successfully does that and comes out with it.
Tried to get it to Hoffbeck at center ice, but that got broken up. Spencer dumps it in. Bloomington's tagged up. First gives chase, forces a turnover. Thornburg's got it. Tries to center it. She has Hoffbeck in front, but that hit the side of the net. Hoffbeck drills it into the far side corner. First is going to win that race. Thornburg throws it all, and she had Hoffbeck on the far side post, but it was her backhand, couldn't redirect it. Hoffbeck tries to throw it down low. Thornburg fighting for it on the far wall. Tied up. First comes to help. Tyus throws it on net. Usually Tyus is the one standing in front redirecting those shots, John. Now she's throwing it in from the blue line. Washington now has it behind the net. First, she's going to get it back to Spencer. Spencer's got a little bit of time. Makes a move, makes another move. Throws that on net, but it's stick to the side. Hoffbeck's there first. She curls. She drops it back to Tyus. Tyus shoots it on net, but wide left. Now Wisconsin's got it. They manage to break out. They get it to center ice. Herman fresh off the bench. Forces a turnover. Spencer turns it right back up to Thornburg. Wisconsin centering pass intercepted by Herman, but lost it trying to stick handle through traffic there. Tyus trying to get it deep. This long change is tough on the Bloomington D this period. There's been a couple times where you can see they're trying to get off, but don't get it deep enough to get a change.
And this is where, players on both sides are really going to start getting tired with just 9 skaters apiece.
Good opportunity here. Ahead to, another good save. Herman there tried to go glove side upper corner, but goalie got a piece of it with her arm. Off a pass ahead. Good unselfish play by Woodford. And here's Herman again. Goes behind the net. Now they're resorted. They got to try to trick this goalie. Goes back to the blue line. They find Woodford. Woodford tries to fire a shot. Hits traffic. Backhander hits the blocker, saving. Again, smothered before Herman could jab at that rebound.
Nice shift with some nice opportunities for the Jaguars there, and they haven't been able to get it into the net yet, but a few more shots on that flurry. Now suddenly the Jaguars have 17 compared to the Stars 14, 2 of 5 remaining here, but where it counts the most, Ryan, a 1-0 lead by the Western Wisconsin Stars.
DJ apparently taking requests because Kurt's favorite YMCA playing over the loudspeaker between the break here. Washington wins that draw, but held in by Bloomington temporarily at least. Keith battling forward in the neutral zone. It comes back. Lindman's got it. She tries to get it up the sidewall. Keith now manages to clear the zone. Wisconsin dumps it in behind the net. Lindman retrieves. She's got first on the sidewall. She finds her, tries to one-touch it. Can't get it out though, and it's thrown in front where Wisconsin was all alone, but it gets deflected into the corner. Sam Nevent does a good job getting it out to the red line. First showing some speed, try to get a one-touch, get that clear for a breakout. Lindman, her clearing attempt, held in at the blue line. Wisconsin centering pass, screen shot, pad saved by Bird. Another centering pass, had a Wisconsin player on the far side post, but couldn't get a shot on. Here comes Keith. She's going to have some speed if she can get around that defender. She's going to circle to the front of the net on her backhand shot, but another good save by the Stars goaltender.
Boy, that was a nice effort by Taylor Keith there, showing a lot of speed and strength to get around, turn the corner, and have a nice backhand shot. And the goalie is equal to it, but it wasn't an easy one. So very good individual effort. Forces a face-off to Sierra Endert, the Stars goalie, right. And Stars getting a late player on the line here, and they'll drop the puck. Taken by Thornburg.
Bloomington wins that draw. Puck flutters in front of the net. That was Herman there fighting for it. She tries to go far side to Hoffbeck. Lindman does a good job holding it in, dumps it into the corner. Herman bounced off the puck. Lindman tries to pinch, but Wisconsin breaks out. This Wisconsin player got some speed, but good hustle there by Thornburg coming back at center to help out. Puck gets dumped behind the net. 35 seconds left in the second period. Bloomington down 1-0. Breakout finds Thornburg. She gets it ahead to Hoffbeck. Hoffbeck makes the move. She's coming in alone. She tried to go far post, low this time, and again the save. Bloomington now up to 19 shots, but still has not broken through. Puck comes back to Tyus. Tyus shot in front. Thornburg tried to redirect it, passed it deep. Lindman throws it in front. That hits traffic. Flips up. We're down to 3 seconds left, and that's going to kill it, John.
Much better pressure, Ryan, in his last 5 minutes compared to the first 10 of the second period. But we end after 2 periods with the Western Wisconsin Stars with a 1-0 lead. Jaguars up in terms of shots, 19-16. They will get a well-deserved break here and clear the ice, and will come out for what looks like will be a very competitive third period if we're basing it on the first 2.
So we're going to take a break while we're listening to Crisscross. John and I are going to go turn our shirts around backwards in homage, and we will rejoin at the start of the third period. All right, we are back for the start of the second period. Resetting things here. Bloomington down 1-0 on the scoreboard. Shots in that second period. Wisconsin sort of closed the gap. Bloomington's got a 19-16 shot advantage. Both goalies playing phenomenally, but Wisconsin managed to slip one through in the second period on a tough angle shot. And as we start the third here, see if Bloomington can tie this up quick and back in the game. And Woodford makes a sharp move. She's got Hoffbeck with her. Oh, good pass from Woodford there. Just went under Hoffbeck's stick before she could get a shot off.
Ryan, we often mention this at the beginning of the third period, but it'll be notable to our viewers here how much faster the ice is, the puck moves, and the players move. They've gotten a rest. The ice has been resurfaced after being chewed up for 2 consecutive periods. So expect some more offensive opportunities for both squads as we begin this third period.
Now, on the blue line to start the third period, we have Knutson and Walsh, who are playing one period to help out here before the varsity game. They've played phenomenally all season and last year on JV. They might give us a bit of an offensive spark, hopefully, with some added speed on the blue line.
And indeed, on youth teams often play together on the blue line, so they've partnered and know each other well in terms of how they play.
A good pass there from first to Tyus. Tyus gets a shot from the blue line, but that's gloved easily. 20th save for the Western Wisconsin Stars goaltender. Looks like Keith is going to take this.
And
Keith has played every position.
Absolutely, very versatile.
All 9 positions in baseball tonight.
And we have Thornburg and Lindman on the blue line at this point. So
Thornburg playing some D in the third period here.
So Coach Schramm has done a great job keeping his players versatile between varsity, junior varsity, forward, and defense, and it really helps, especially when they're relatively short bench.
The Stars come breaking out to the neutral zone here. Keith actually back checking, disrupted that play. Puck goes behind the net. That's Thornburg. Comes back to the blue line. Trickles out across, and good forecheck from first there. She bats it ahead, and Thornburg forechecking from her defensive position to try to buy some time for the rest of the Bloomington line to get a change. Turnover. Wow. That was Sam Nevent got taken down. No call. I don't think that was intentional. I think that was just a collision, but she definitely got the worst of it.
Well, that was a nice individual effort by Ella first in terms of clearing it and also getting it into the offensive zone before she had to skate off for a change right there. And, just those small individual efforts can make a huge difference in a game.
Oh! The puck loose in front. Sam Nevent got a redirect in the far post, but the goalie slid across, knocked that loose, and then it slid through the crease a second time. And I think that was Woodford who tried to reach out one-handed and knock it in, but couldn't.
Best scoring opportunity so far, but if the Jags keep doing that, one of these is going to go in.
Bloomington manages to dump it in deep. I don't know if we're offsides or if we're going to get a penalty call here. Was that a offsides or a penalty?
Looks like a penalty.
All right,
Referees
so
communicating
first power
to each
play
other.
for Bloomington.
So power play for the Jags. They were shorthanded, if you remember, earlier on in the game. So we get to see how we do against the penalty kill unit for the Western Wisconsin Stars. We're going to have Taylor Keith take the face-off, flanked by Megan Hoffbeck as well as Ella First.
Oh, that shot clangs off the side of the net. Comes back to Walsh again. She's going to skate that one in, fire it through. Pad save, bounce to the corner. Tyus throws it back to Walsh, maybe a third shot. That one hit traffic in front, comes straight to Knutson. No, that one sneaks through, but wide of the net. Tyus fighting for it, tries to center, but Wisconsin manages to clear the zone. Knutson there. That skater went down on her own. Hoffbeck comes back for it. She slingshots around the net. She's going to have Keith with her. Picks up speed through the neutral zone, but loses the puck there. Walsh tries to dump it in. That hit a stick, slowed it down. Walsh again, trying to dump it in deep, getting help from Keith. Third attempt. Now Walsh is going to carry it in. Shot hit traffic, deflected behind the net. Walsh carries it. She sees Lindman back on the blue line. Lindman throws it in front. That hit a shin pad. First has it in the corner. She goes to Herman. Herman tries to go back behind the net. That was First back to Lindman at the blue line, but that snuck out. Over to Thornburg. Thornburg makes a move. Oh, had a chance to carry it in. Dumped it into the far corner. First is going to give chase. Wisconsin tries to ring it up the sideboards. Lindman can't hold the zone. She's got to retreat. Passes to Woodford. And Woodford turns it over, but hustles back to break up the scoring opportunity.
Very nice play by Etta right there, Ryan.
Now Thornburg and Lindman fighting for it in the corner. Wisconsin doing a good job on the penalty kill forecheck. Woodford's going to get around. She's got Herman with her. She sees her. Shot. Trying to find the far side post, looking for a rebound, but Wisconsin goaltender gloved that. Didn't give it up.
Nice effort by Etta Woodford there, using the boards, getting her own pass, and at least getting a sharp shot, as you mentioned. Gloved by the Western Wisconsin Stars goalie, and face off to her right. Still only 4 skaters on Western Wisconsin, but that ends right now because full strength.
Draw one back to Knutson. You know, one other thing this Western Wisconsin team's done is they have blocked a lot of shots, John. And, you know, we often see girls who are coming out to the point sort of turn their back or flinch when those shots come through. These Western Wisconsin Stars have obviously been coached not to do that. They've taken numerous shots off the shin guard, off the breezer, as you want to see.
So the Jaguars' shot total of 23 would be even higher if they weren't doing that. 16 shots so far for the Stars, but they indeed do hold the 1-0 lead with 10-12 remaining here in the third period.
Hoffbeck with another shot off the draw, but that too was saved. Puck goes behind the net. Woodford drops his shoulder on one of the Stars' defensemen. That shot from Knutson went wide. Sam Nevent throws it back to Walsh. Walsh's shot hits traffic in front, doesn't get through. Second attempt from Sam Nevent there. Went through the crease. Wisconsin gets it into the Bloomington zone. Walsh tries to hit Hoffbeck. That's momentarily disrupted. Woodford tries to go off the boards again, but gets rubbed off. Good defensive play by the Western Wisconsin defenseman. She comes around the net. Wisconsin playing this whole game with 9, but not so far, not showing any effects from like a stamina standpoint, John. They still seem to be skating equally well.
Absolutely, felt perhaps compelled to ice it there, but not out of fatigue, just out of strategy. They did need a line change, but yeah, they are hanging in there quite well. And as anticipated, the addition of Kalina Walsh and Olivia Knutson have solidified the blue line, but also provided some offensive spark as well in terms of shots. But right now, they just skated to the bench, and so we have Lindman and Thornburg out there on the blue line.
Bloomington forced to tag up. They did tag up, but the ref has not put his hand down. Oh, he's calling another penalty. On it. So back-to-back power plays. I missed that hook, John. I don't know if you saw it. It was away from the play.
I think the Western Wisconsin Stars missed the hook as well because they seemed quite curious about the call.
Not sure who's going off even.
I was just going to say it wasn't clear which player they were going to put in the box, but number 25 skates there, and Jaguars once again have a power play with 9:04 remaining in the third.
They win that draw back. Shot goes wide of the net. Bloomington's also missed quite a few shots wide tonight, John. Struggling maybe to get it on net.
And maybe part of that is the number of shots that you mentioned that have been blocked by the Western Wisconsin Stars. So maybe they're trying a few different angles.
Ada Bird giving the crowd a little bit of excitement. She's bored this period, so doing some daring tricks on the icing call. Bloomington trying to get it into the zone, but turns it over again. The neutral zone. Keith's back. Forces the Wisconsin player to the corner. Rubs her off. Tyus has got it. But she runs into another forechecker. Not a great start to the power play, but now Thornburg comes away with it. She's going to carry it in on her own. Dumps it on net. Good shot there from deep. Keith on rushing. Bloomington in the midst of a change. Herman dumps it in. Keith with some help. throws a flipping puck on net, gets a cover. So we only got 1 minute left. We haven't really got anything going on this second power play, John, but let's see if we can win this draw and get started here.
Smart cover by the Western Wisconsin Star goaltender allows her team to make a change, which is always important when you got 9 skaters to the squad, but especially one in the box. A minute remaining in this power play, about 8 minutes in the third period.
A clean win back to Knutson at the blue line, but that shot, the goalie saw it all the way. Now puck's in front, drops back to Knutson, but across the blue line.
A little bit of an offsides there, just by about a foot, but it's going to bring the puck into the neutral zone, where Etta Woodford will try to win it and draw it back to either Polina Walsh or Olivia Knutson, and indeed she hits Knutson with it, who dumps it into the offensive zone.
Puck goes behind the net. Woodford forechecking, forces a turnover. Hoffbeck's got it. She skates behind the net. She's looking for a pass. Slides it back to Walsh at the blue line. Walsh gets it on net, but that's saved. Centering pass hit Woodford, but didn't get in front. Hoffbeck and Herman, it looks like, going back and forth behind the net. Comes to Knutson. Knutson throws it. Fluttering puck in front. Goalie gloves that just as looks like Hoffbeck was about to try to jab it in.
Nice disciplined play there by Megan Hoffbeck, because there would be some players who would go in too aggressive with the stick and get called for goalie interference, and she avoided that, even though she made a good lunge at it, but forces a face-off that Etta Woodford wins.
Another draw, one back to the point. That shot sails wide. Herman retrieves it. She goes behind the net, finds Hoffbeck. Hoffbeck goes up the sidewall for Lindemann. Lindemann not going to have a lot of room here. Tried to make a move, got it to Hoffbeck down low. Hoffbeck centering pass hit traffic. Then it got through, but went through the crease, did not get on net. Woodford slides it back. That shot in front, again blocked by the defense. And Wisconsin clears it out there now at full strength. That's Thornburg on the blue line, trying to carry it in. She's got help there from Hoffbeck. 4 Jefferson players, but Wisconsin manages to win that puck battle and throws it deep. Lindman tries to get it up the sidewall, manages to get it up to Herman. Thornburg tied up. Herman gets it ahead to Woodford. Woodford's got some numbers. Oh, but Hoffbeck's going to go for a change. Herman shoots it. Or no, sorry, that was Woodford shot it between the defender's legs. A good play by Etta. But again, that's save number 30. So Bloomington piling on the shots in this third period, John. I think that's 11 shots so far, correct?
And a really nice seeing eye shot there by Etta Woodford in terms of being able to get it right past the defender, a sharp shot, but Sierra Andert was equal to the task for the Western Wisconsin Stars.
And I think so far, Western Wisconsin held without a shot in this third period, not to jinx it. Comes back to the D. Knutson goes up the sidewall to Keith. Keith dumps it in deep. Tyus is going to get to that puck. Tyus not only won the puck race, but almost threw one of the Wisconsin players out of the club, as they say, John.
No doubt about it.
Knocked the door open.
Used the body effectively, no
Yes,
whistle,
she did.
but kind of a stunned Western Wisconsin star, perhaps seeing stars after going through the door there. So they're going to want to make sure that's locked there. And the varsity players congregating down there perhaps got a little bit of a start when that door opened as well.
Oh, a redirect from the Wisconsin defenseman almost popped that up over the goalie's head. It ends up in the corner, and Wisconsin tries to break out. Knutson disrupts the play. Walsh is going to pick it up. She's buying some time with a trailing defenseman. She peels off, loses that defenseman, and now she's going to come skating through center ice with some speed. Can't quite circle to the front of the net, though. Good back check there by Wisconsin.
Look at this puck control by Kalina Walsh this whole
Manages to
exchange.
get a shot just wide. She had Tyus in front. Tyus, one of the JV's leading goal scorers. Many of those goals on redirects in front of the net. Speaking of Tyus, as she's going out for a change, the puck comes up. Bloomington in the midst of a change. That's thrown in deep. Knutson's going to retrieve. She tries to hit Keith coming through center ice. It comes right back to Knutson, though. She finds Herman. Herman's got first with her. Her shot hits traffic. She drops it back. Puck in front, but the defense knocks it clear. Woodford throws it behind the net. That's first, I think, in the corner. Working a two-man cycle with Woodford. Woodford in first, fighting for it with two Wisconsin defenders back there. They get it back to Lindman, but the puck hops on her, comes out to the neutral zone. She tries to go D to D, but that's intercepted. Oh, fortunate on the offside there. Dangerous play. Got fortunate.
4:24 remaining here in the third. And this third, Ryan, seems to approximate the first period in terms of puck possession.
Very fast.
Absolutely, as well as, how well the Jaguars have controlled the puck and their dominance on shots. They haven't been able to put one in yet, but coming out and looking very strong in this third period and looking for the equalizer as they're down 1-0 with 4:15 remaining.
Bloomington throws it in, but Wisconsin's got that puck. They try to break out. Oh, good hold there by Thornburg at the blue line. First is going to get to that puck first behind the net. She passes back to Lindman. That shot hit a skate. Man, this Wisconsin team blocks a lot of shots. That goes in the corner where I think that's Woodford's held up against the boards. Wisconsin bangs it out. No icing, because apparently Lindman got a tip on it, so Hoffbeck's going to hustle back and retreat. She slingshots around the net. Tries to find Sam Nivette up the sideboards. She forechecks. That puck held in. Good shot by Thornburg. That goes wide. Dropped back to the point. Lindman tries to center it. Woodford's going to retrieve it. Keeps it in. She dumps it behind the net. Hoffbeck trying to get it there. Wisconsin comes away with it. Comes up the sidewall. Lindman's going to pinch. Puck knocked out to center ice. Thornburg's got it. Now she's going to carry it in. She's going to try to cut back to the middle, makes a move. She's forced behind the net, waiting for reinforcements. Bloomington changing behind her. She's circling, reverses, looking for a pass. Had Tyus coming on, but couldn't connect on that. Again, Thornburg picks it up. All fresh Bloomington skaters now. She's making a move at center ice, still possessing it. Comes to first, over to Tyus. Tyus going to get a tough angle shot. Guess what? Hit a defenseman. Clearing attempt comes up the sidewall. And Wisconsin comes out. Keith back checking, tries to knock it ahead. Wisconsin succeeds in dumping it in. We're down to 2 minutes already. Bloomington's got to get on the board. Still down 1-0 despite 30 shots in the game.
Certainly putting on the pressure, but you're right. Time is not a friend of the Jaguars right now, even though they've had terrific puck possession in this entire period, and especially the second half of this period.
Knutson centered it, tried to find Hoffbeck, couldn't connect. Wisconsin tries to clear. Good hold by Walsh there on the far side wall. Tyus gives chase. Knutson tries to hold. No goalie. Bloomington's now got 6 skaters out, playing with an empty net. There's a high stick. Bloomington's got to press here. No point in playing soft. Get up on the puck. Got to be aggressive. Walsh does a good job of coming back to pick up that puck. She's going to spin, tries to get it to Keith. Here comes Herman. Nope, Hoffbeck. She's going to get to that puck first. She had Woodford in front. Puck comes loose. Woodford draws the penalty, taken down in front of the net. So I'm guessing
so we might have a 6-on-4
timeout.
Yeah, if
to strategize here.
Indeed, and if Woodford did draw the penalty, and if the Stars are going to go down to 4 skaters here, and they keep Ada Bird out of the net, we're going to have a 6-on-4 opportunity. Face off, of course, to Sierra Endert, the Stars goalie's left, but it does look like we are going to get a timeout here by the Jaguars. Coach Schramm taking out the whiteboard and trying to rally his squad. defensive zone to the goalie's left.
Thornburg wins that draw. Woodford tried to get in front. Thornburg shot, but into the glove. So basically, John, we've got 6 really good shooters out there. My guess is they're just going to try to pepper the goalie. They are now up to 32 shots.
They've doubled down on what the
gosh.
Stars have had here. So 6 seconds off the clock in this final countdown here, but they do it again in the same position, and we win the draw again.
Thornburg won the draw, back to Knutson. Oh, good back check by Woodford. Picked her pocket. She's going to carry in. Centering pass. Had Thornburg rushing up. I will tell you, the Wisconsin team, they're playing aggressive on the penalty kill here. They rushed the blue line off the draw, trying not to give up the shot. They are not sitting back in front of the net. The puck gets cleared, so we got 35 seconds left. Still time to get one more rush. Knutson's pass finds Hoffbeck, but Hoffbeck just throws it up the ice. Icing waved off, down to 25 seconds. Bloomington running on fumes here. Woodford throws it behind the net. She's got Herman back there. Herman looking for a pass, gets it up the sidewall to Knutson. There's a few skaters in front. Centering pass goes through the crease. First gets it back to Walsh. Walsh's shot fluttered on her. Puck rolling along the blue line, and I think that's going to do it, John. Dumped in, and that's game. Bloomington losing a heartbreaker, 1-0. Did not give up a shot in that third period, John.
Terrific defense, a great overall effort. 32 shots. They can hold their heads high, and Ada Bird had a really nice game as well. But, a 1-0 Western Wisconsin Stars victory here. Very well played JV game. And Ryan, once again, we're broadcasting a JV game that's decided by 1 goal. That seems to have happened many, many times with the Jaguars this year. So, they're in almost every single game, and all the games have been thrilling.
Yeah, shout out to this Western Wisconsin Stars team. Obviously, we talked a lot about their goaltending was phenomenal, but their defense blocked their fair shots. I mean, I don't know how many, but it was double digits minimum. So
indeed, so our shot total could have even been higher at that point. But,
so our next game, John, if I'm not mistaken, Tuesday, December 3rd at Chaskatchan. That another 5 o'clock start. So
it's a division rival, or a conference rival, I should say, and we'll see them twice this year, but first time at their rink. So we look forward to bringing you that. But of course, stay tuned and come back here at 7 o'clock, Ryan, because we're going to bring you the varsity game as well.
That is correct. All right, we will log off and pick this back up with the varsity broadcast.